For today's discussion post, we have to share 2 clinical resources we found through our clinical immersion experiences that will or have helped us become a better clinician. So the 2 I want to share with you are number 1, the Prehab Guys, that's rehab with a P before it, and number 2, the ankle to wall test or dorsiflexion functional lunge test. So with number 1, the Prehab Guys, it's a group of physical therapists that have created rehab programs for all body parts and injuries, whether prior to surgery, post-op, or just general maintenance. They create these programs similar to what HEP2Go is, and they have a large library full of free exercise videos. You can then click and drag and create your own rehab programs with those videos. You can also become a member of the site, which is something that does cost money, but you have access to full 12-week programs and a few more amenities on the site. One of the athletic trainers at Oakland actually is a member of the Prehab Guys and used it last spring when all sports were shut down. For the athletes that were post-op or still needed to continue doing rehab, he created home exercise programs for them utilizing the Prehab Guys and was able to send them the link so the athletes would have access to the videos to watch. Also, with my second resource, the functional ankle dorsiflexion lunge test, it has like 3 names. It is where you would have your patient go into a lunge. They would have their knee right up against the wall, and then they would, with their foot flat on the ground, they would start to slide their foot back while still maintaining contact with the wall and the knee until they see that the heel of their foot starts to lift up. And at that point, you would have them stop and you would measure the distance between their toes and the wall. This is to measure their dorsiflexion, their active range of motion. It's more of a functional test. I used it with a basketball player at Oakland who had suffered an ankle sprain, and we did it every day to measure how his range of motion was coming along. As you all know, dorsiflexion is super important for everyday functional activity: walking, running, jumping, lunging, of course. And it was also a great way for the athlete to see how they were progressing through their range of motion. Not so much just a regular goniometric measurement that's important to us, but this functional test is more of a patient-related outcome measure, in my opinion, because they're able to visualize and see it, and it makes sense to them. That's like, oh, I need to be able to do this so I can lunge, type of thing, and it's in a functional position. So I wanted to share these 2 resources with you because number 1, the Prehab Guys, it is similar to HEP2Go, but I think it is a little more professionally done, and it is a resource that offers many more amenities than HEP2Go, and it's something I hope you would investigate to see what else they offer and the scientific evidence they have backing their programs. And it's an excellent resource to have in your back pocket when you're looking for exercises, even when creating your own rehab programs. And secondly, with the ankle dorsiflexion lunge functional wall test, like I said, it is a little bit more patient related because the patient is able to see where they're at with their range of motion. It's also in a functional position, so it offers us a better look at where they would be in a weight-bearing position and with activities that they're going to do rather than on the table doing a simple goniometric measurement for dorsiflexion. And so I hope with these 2 resources you can spend some time investigating them yourselves, looking into them, seeing whether you like them or not, maybe practicing them, trying them out on some of your patients, but just knowing that they're a resource that are out there and something that you can try and implement, or whether not, but maybe you can learn from them anyways. So that's all. Thanks.